Ayo, what's good? It's your favorite Straw Hat Nico, doing a character spotlight on the character Zero Two. She's sensational. I get why she treated like a monster, but they should treat her differently. Here's why I'm saying this. Even though she is a monster because she has the same monster blood as the monster they kill in this show, she never just hurt somebody just for the sake of doing it. And every time they told her to do an order, she listened for the most part. She said her 2 cents like, okay, you sure you want to do this? Whatever. And she just chilled. Or she'll say something like she wants to ride her darling. And if they say you can't because we don't allow it, use somebody else, she lets it happen. And she's going to ask her darling, hey, are you okay with this? What do you want to do? What's on your mind? You can tell she actually cares about Hiro greatly. She does love him, to say the least. Now, I understand this can cause, issues with her and Ichigo, but I think Ichigo is acting this way because she herself also loves Hiro, but because of the way the world works, where it's like you already paired off with somebody, maybe she was wanting to be paired with Hiro, but she realized it never happened. It did happen, I think, in episode 2, she got a chance to, but the compatibility wasn't there, so they couldn't pilot a mech. So I probably really hurt her emotionally and mentally. She's trying to find ways to be closer to Hiro, but it's kind of hard because she already has a partner. Hiro has none because his partner, she's been left since episode 1. And his new partner, Zero Two, she doesn't like her because she thinks she's a danger and threat to everyone around her, which is a good perception, but still wrong. Okay, if Zero Two is a monster that they claim her to be, how come she hasn't killed anyone directly yet? Because the show hinted early on, she's stronger than most people in the show. But despite being stronger than everyone else and believing the strong rule of the weak based on her attitude and the way she talks, I've never seen her impose her ideals on everyone and her people just to prove that she's stronger than them. So that's what I'm saying. Because look, I've seen several times in the show, it's like you can say, look, she hurt somebody, but she had reasons to. She accidentally hurt Hiro because she was playing around. And she was fighting against guards because what Hiro was saying to her is, okay, they say we can't pilot, why are you leaving? And then he said, you know what, I want to pilot with you. And that's how they ended up piloting together, despite the order was, do not pilot Zero Two's mech. So it's a beautiful dynamic, actually a good couple together. And I think what the show is going for, compatibility, chemistry, understanding goes a long way. Because I noticed what's nice about Zero Two and Hiro, he's trying to understand her. He doesn't treat her like a monster. And when he does hear the rumors about her, he's trying to understand for himself what's really going on, what he's supposed to do, what he's not supposed to do. And with Zero Two, even though she could have just kept everything a secret, despite, Hiro already knowing the situation, she still told him at the end of episode 5, hey, do you still want to be my pilot? You realize you can die after this next ride. What do you want to do? Is your last chance to run away? She's considerate then because she didn't have to say all that. She could just let things happen the way it's supposed to be and just wait for him to die. And a lot of time I could see her actually just trying to get along with the other kids because I noticed in episode 5 she's going to live with other kids, including Hiro. And I didn't see her really set nobody off, provoke them, annoy them for the sake of it. For the most part, her main issues stem from Ichigo. Because Ichigo believes that she's gonna harm and probably destroy Hiro with the next ride they do. And she needs to be more careful, yada yada yada. And to a good observation, Zero Two was saying, you're bossy, you're trying to tell me how to live my life. Why are you doing all this? Because you want my darling? And then of course Ichigo's gonna say no, but I can tell she does want to be with Hiro, but she knows she can't. So I guess she's trying to find a way to protect him and control him. So on one side, you can see Zero Two's love for Hiro as, okay, I'm gonna work with you, it's mutual, I'm gonna do my best for you, but at the same time, meet my standards. Ichigo's love is, I want to be there for you, but at the same time, if I can't do anything for you, I feel worthless, like I'm trash. Why should she choose Hiro? And she said a lot of times, she's like, she doesn't want to feel caged in. She wants to be free as a bird because we learned in this world, it's like every plantation is like a giant biodome. And there's other biodomes, but to get to them you need like a special vehicle. And they keep all the mechs in a certain like hangar. All their life is planned and controlled by Papa. Meaning that for a lot of these kids, it's like life is already planned out for them. Yes, they have opportunities to have some control and choice, but not really. So I can see someone like Zero Two saying, hey, I'm always surrounded by a cage, whether it be invisible or physical or mental. But I don't want any of it. I just want to be free. Free as a bird. They can call me a monster, whatever, but what makes me a monster and what makes them human? She said this to Ichigo because Ichigo was trying to school her once again, saying, don't let anything bad happen to Hiro. Be careful. And she slapped her. And then what Zero Two was saying, okay, what makes y'all human? What's so great about y'all? Was the kind of vibe she was giving off. And then Ichigo walked away. And I was like, yo, she didn't get hurt. See, it's proof right there. Zero Two isn't a bad person. I just think she's kind of like a wild spirit. It's either you let her do her thing, or you'll get in her way. If you get in her way, if push comes to shove and she has the opportunity to, she will get you out of her way. But she's not going to always rely on force every single time. She's reasonable, because every time a situation arrives, she could just hurt somebody or wild out. She didn't do it. She's let things play out the way it's supposed to. And she's considerate, because I thought about it. If I knew people said rumors about me to my face, behind my back, I'd be triggered and hate being around people. But for the most part, I don't think she hates anyone at all. All she probably hates is the fact that she doesn't understand maybe why she is a monster, or why they can't just see her as one of their own. But hopefully as episodes progress, we'll learn exactly what makes Zero Two different and how her upbringing was. Because for the most part, we don't know a lot about her upbringing. We just know that she's treated like a monster because of her monster blood and her past with other pilots. But we don't really know what exactly made her have the mindset she currently does. But I think she's a lesson to maybe anime fans and just people in general. If you can work with people, meet them halfway, things will work better. You can assume and judge people, but what that really change? You should be more like Zero Two. People tell you can't do things or judge you. Ask them why. Just see where the head's at and be good to go. You should be able to be free and do what you want to a degree. That's why I think the whole point of Zero Two's character. So this show is pretty interesting. Highly recommend it. And I want to know your thoughts on Zero Two and what you think needs to happen next and why. So to sum things up, Zero Two is just a free spirit, but she knows when to wild out and when to chill. That's what I love about her character so much. I think I rambled long enough, so do your boy a favor. King Kong gun the like button. Subscribe to join my Straw Hat fleet. Share your favorite social media so I can expand the fleet one step at a time. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, join Discord, you're good to go. Check out some other videos you probably missed. I can say so much more, but my crew needs me.